Smith. yung ano, dapat na imagination mo na yung romantic, pero sa akin hindi. Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel.
Hi guys, what's up? Hey, we're gonna finally try to get to that video about our first meeting, because maybe some of you are curious how it happened, and don't push the button. Okay, so minor distraction set aside, and so our first meeting was in December of 2014, December 29th. Right after Christmas and right before Cheryl's birthday. I was in the Army working in Hawaii, stationed in Hawaii, and I had a really long flight from Honolulu to Manila through Guam because I flew on United Airlines. Yes, I know. It's a really bad flight. I don't recommend it. Take Philippine Airlines if you're in Hawaii, direct flight, and you get there at a relatively good time in the afternoon for a pickup before it gets too dark and traffic. Yeah. So I know for me, I was really had a lot of anxiety getting ready for that first meeting. A lot of it was build up over the flight. I know Scarlett wasn't there. She was in Manila with her mom. But apparently she's very adamant about it. So I know, yes. So we I'm daddy, yes. I was had a 7.5, 8-hour flight from Honolulu to Guam, and then a 3.5-hour flight from Guam to Manila before I had the chance to meet Cheryl. So I had a whole lot of time to think about it. And I took some time in the middle in Guam to message Cheryl to make sure we were scheduled for the meetup. So how about you, honey?
What about me?
I was feeling really anxious and nervous before we first met. How about you? What
I
were you
was
thinking?
excited and gikulbaan.
Whatever that means. Maybe some of you guys can put in the comments what that means. Let me know. Talk about that later, but so Cheryl was nice enough to talk to her uncle, who we're very appreciative to be the driver to pick me up at the airport for the first meeting. So after all that, I landed in Manila, and I was heading out of the airport. I got my bags. My phone was about to die because I forgot to charge it on the second flight, and I had used it in Guam before I left. There was a kind of a delay before we boarded in Guam, so I was expecting my phone to last, but it wasn't. They have the Wi-Fi there at the airport, so before I went outside, I made sure to get a hold of Cheryl, and I messaged her, and I said, "Hey, are you guys here? I landed, I got my bags, I'm ready to head out." And she's like, "Yeah, we're here, we're waiting. We're just down." Why are you laughing already, honey? So, hey. So, after she told me that she was there, I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I'll go ahead and head out. I just need to stop at the money change and get some pesos, because we were going to be going to BGC at the Bonifacio Hotel for our stay." And so as soon as I went outside, I got about 6 steps out the door, and of course I lost connection, and then shortly thereafter my phone died. And I got all my bags with me. I had way too many bags, lots of pasalubongs for everybody, and fighting my way past all the cabbies that are up on the upper level, and I go down that ramp that comes around to the van access pickup area for people, and then beyond that you had the long-term parking area that people stay at when they have to wait a while for the plane to arrive. So I go down and I stop at the corner and I'm looking. I don't see anybody. I was expecting Cheryl and her uncle and family to be there, and I didn't see anybody. And I'm just looking and checking every van. I don't know what color it was. I don't know why. I forgot to ask. Or what type of van it was. I'm just looking every van, like just trying to figure out if that was them. And then I waited there for a long period of time, and the security guys that keep the vehicles moving, they started giving me the evil eye, like I was doing something wrong. So I decided I was going to move toward the middle, where there was normally there's some street food vendors there, but they were closed by the time I got there. Well, most of them were closed. Some of them were still there. They were just packing up their stuff. So I went down there and I waited longer, and I kept looking every van. I was checking it out, and no luck. I didn't see Cheryl anywhere, and I was starting to wonder what happened, because she said she was there at the airport, and now she's not there. Oh no! I got a head bump. So then I thought, well, maybe because there's a bunch of people along the rail in the long-term parking area, maybe they parked over there because they were waiting long, and the guys with the whistles and the security vests told them they had to go around and park. So I start to walk up that middle median area. That's kind of a crosswalk thing, and I got all my bags with me, and I get right before I get to the gate. I'm looking at everybody along the fence to see if I can see Cheryl, and to no avail. I didn't see anybody that I recognized. And right before I go through the gate, there was another person who went through the gate and thought better of it, because people started grabbing at his bags, and he tried to come back, but the security guys, they wouldn't let him come back through the gate. So that kind of scared me a little bit. So I was like, well, I don't want to go through there because I don't see anybody, and I don't want to be stuck over there if they're going to show up on this side. So I started to turn around, and as I started to turn around, there was a young Filipino guy there that he stopped me. He got my attention. He's like, hey, do you need a ride? Where are you going, sir? And I was like, no, I don't need a ride. I got somebody coming to pick me up. I just can't find him. And he's like, oh, you're here to meet your girlfriend? I was like, no, I'm here to meet my fiance. And he asked me if I had her number, and I said, yeah, I have her number. And he said, why don't you call her? I said, I can't because my phone is dead. And then he offered to use his phone to call to help me out. So I gave him the number, and he called Cheryl, and he started talking to Cheryl. And what did you tell him, honey?
I don't know. I don't know. Well, tanong lang siya kung saan daw kami, and then sabi ko nasa Terminal 3 kasi hindi namin alam kung anong terminal siya. Sabi ng lalaki na nandito siya sa Terminal 1, ma'am. Yeah. Pero kinakabahan na ako nun. Sobrang kaba ko. Kinakabahan na tumatawa kasi fail yung first meet. yung dapat na imagination mo na yung romantic, pero sa akin hindi.
Yeah, like fireworks, candles,
Daming tawa pa yun.
balloons,
Kasi
flowers.
fail.
But no, it's just me standing at Terminal 1 with all my bags, and I guess them at Terminal 3 looking, well, where's he at? He said he was here. Maybe Uncle was getting mad. Was Uncle getting mad?
No.
Was he getting frustrated?
So, sabi, Terminal 1. So, pumunta pa talaga kami ng Terminal 2 para i-sure na wala siya doon sa Terminal 2. Saka kami pumunta ng Terminal 1.
So when I landed, it was daytime. By the time they got there, it was starting to get dark. So I've been waiting a really long time. I don't even know how long it was, but it was longer than I wanted to. So I'm standing there with this young Filipino guy, and he said that Cheryl was going to have to switch her phone to her sister Jerlyn's phone because her battery was running out. So he got that number in case we needed to link up. And then I'm just waiting. The anticipation is just building. It's like a big giant wave behind a wall, and it's starting to crumble a little bit. And then this van pulls up, and I see two girls get out of the van, and it was I wasn't sure. I was like, hey, is that Cheryl? I don't know. And so I thought it might be because I knew she was with her sister. I didn't know that she had everybody else in the van that was there, but I knew she was with her uncle and her sister was with her. So I thought, okay, maybe that's her. And I start walking in that direction, but they're walking away from me. They're going toward the other side of the
Because I didn't see
entrance. Yeah,
you were at the other side of the.
I was hidden underneath my bags, and but then I'm calling her name. I was like, Cheryl, is that you? And then she turned, and I saw her face, and of course I recognized that was her. And meanwhile, the Filipino guy, he's kind of walking with me.
I don't believe that.
He's like, is that her? Is that her? I was like, no, I don't. And then when I saw her, I was like, yeah, that's her. And as she turned around, she was all dressed up nice. She had a nice dress on, and she looked just beautiful. Take my breath away, right?
I
And
don't believe that.
And the Filipino guy, he's like, sir, are you sure that's her? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, because she looks like a movie star. He told me that I was a really lucky guy. And then he asked me, before I left, he said, hey, if it doesn't work out between the two of you, can I keep the number? And I was like, you can keep the number because it's not going to go bad. So sorry for that. But unfortunately, we don't have any video of it. We didn't really think to do that. I don't know how I would take video with a dead phone. And it would probably be the longest meeting video ever because it was hours, guys. I don't know how long it was, but we kind of promised that we would tell our first meet story. I think it's got some interesting.
Funny, it's funny.
It's got some interesting take on LDR first meets for Filipinos and Americans, but it all worked out. We did meet up. We had a great time. And
yeah, we did meet up. Now we have 2 kids.
It was the beginning of a happy, loving marriage and family. So with that, guys, we'll go ahead and sign off and say,
sorry,
hey,
you are standing.
Thanks for watching. We're trying to control the kids. They're still not used to being on camera. They just want to attack the camera. I don't know what it is.
Especially Scarlett.
Yeah. So we got to find her a toy that will keep her.
The toy that we're using, that's what she wants. She just wants to come here.
She's feeling a little excited tonight because we had shomai for dinner.
So, yan guys. Thank you for watching our
failed first meeting. Aloha, guys. Hey, Shaka.
Please subscribe
Like
to
and
our
subscribe.
channel. So, thank you for our subscriber. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye.
Say bye. Bye. Oh, wait. CJ wants to say bye. Bye.